This is Photo Week, and the gang is very excited. And we get to meet the funny and talented Oliwia.
Dzień dobry, moje imię jest Oliwia, spelled with a W, because so it's Oliwia, because everyone, thinks I'm Olivia, but it's Oliwia, 'cause I'm Polish. I guess I first got interested in acting just because, I like a lot of movies and such, and when I was younger, I wanted to be like a voice actor, but voice acting is, very hard to get into. It doesn't pay a lot and requires a lot of like moving around, and I don't like traveling that much, so I was like, probably not going to happen, but I always liked acting.
Fellow humans, I am the the alien who is a human specialist of your kind.
I really like being with my animals, or like pets, or just animals in general. I have a 3-legged bull mastiff cross boxer. Her name is Edwina. And I also have a pigeon called Muffin. She is very bossy and she has a big personality. It's just, she's pretty fun to have out. Some people she will hate and just attack and whack in the face with her wings. And then there's some people she will just decide to fly and use their head as a perch. So it's a 50-50 if you want to get attacked by her, or she's going to use you as a perch. And also might poop on you. She's pooped on my support workers before.
Gods, monsters, you know the roster, hostile creatures that we could resist. But this was a hell of a twist, because we are weak to a power like this. What was it? A woman?
I really like watching animation, like movies, cartoons. I like, doing my own art. And I'm a big social person, so I like doing things with people. I don't really like doing things by myself.
Oh, I have a realistic pigeon plushie, a hyper-realistic one.
Brilliant.
In our high school, I had a lot of fun in drama class, except for stuff that involved, making essays of 2,000 words and such, because I was never good at, essays.
While we are waiting, does anyone have any ideas?
About our Brisbane story.
Why is it very important to stand in this particular spot in the stage, and where should the lighting be to properly light up the person in the stage? And I'm like,
I've been to Japan.
Japan? Wow, is it crowded? Oh, yeah.
I like improv mainly just because it's really fun and just sort of imagine if it was an animated such scene or a show, or what would be funny or what would be entertaining. Like to use some jokes and some other skits I've seen before that, that would be funny to adapt in this way. And, it's good to be able to think of, things outside the box.
Keep going. Don't stop. Just keep looking. Yes, you can laugh.
That's it. Nice. That's a great posture. Just there. Excellent. You
Hello.
That's it. What are you doing? Your body.
In rehearsal today, we're getting some hero shots, so shots that will be used for advertising.
That's going to be fireworks sort of group photo. of all of us, and yeah, it will have some like photoshopping in it. And no AI bad, photoshopping good.
It's usually a good afternoon of laughter and fun.
And we're going to look like we're in South Bank, like we normally do, just casual. The truth, I just wear rags, but this is just to make it look a bit more, like I'm more middle class. But truth is, I'm just I live in a cardboard box.
On Thursday, we went to South Bank to get some great location shots to put on the projector. That's going to be the backdrop of our show.
I never really got many acting roles or really got to do much acting in high school because, the way high school is, the people with the highest grades get kind of the most roles, the most attention. They get to be the one on stage. And if you get not as good grades, you don't even really get a line. You don't really get to do anything. You just get to be an extra, basically. I want to do like a full stage acting thing where there's characters and costumes and it has an arc of a beginning, middle and end and all that kind of stuff, like a proper stage play. I always wanted to do one of them and be more than just the tree kind of thing. So that's why I really like Blue Roo, because I'm I get to be more than just an extra standing there. I get to actually have lines. So I've always been trying to find an acting group, but because I guess I'm a bit more anxious and slow and not as confident, I wanted to find one that's disability friendly, because I know I'm not going to be able to keep up from the get-go, because I'm going to be, pretty anxious and slow, and I have really, really bad stage fright. I cannot be in front of a stage or where people are watching me at all. But I really want to do acting, but I don't like people watching me, so it's I'm very When I know that the audience is, liking the show, I get really happy, because I'm always just oh, I really hope we're not just being weird and embarrassing and people aren't just going yay. It's good to see that, oh, wait, this is actually entertaining for people? Yay. Being able to, actually do a play, in front of people, and that was, something I never thought I'd be able to do. Being on stage isn't as scary as I thought it was going to be. People aren't as harsh and critical as you expect them to be. If you slip up or make a small mistake, they won't boo or throw tomatoes at you or anything. No matter what happens or what mistakes you make, if you forget a line, just keep the show going and make it look like it was part of the show. Trying to just have a go and say something is better than just freezing up and saying nothing. So even if you think it's going to be dumb or not funny or come off weird, it's better to at least say it and try than to say nothing. And as long as you keep the show going and don't break the show, it will work out.
Hi, Mom!
Then we hear this music and this is your playoff. You get to dance to this music off stage.
Today's shout out goes to Salty Dog Media, our production partner, who always manage to catch our good side. Tune in next week. I can't tell you what happens next week, but tune in. And if you're subscribed, you will be able to see what we're talking about. See you then.
Oh, and I've got out, I used to also have 5 pet rats.
Someone to cling to when the nights are getting cold.
You do not have my permission to release this.
If you don't have a supportive group to help back you up, you're just never going to want to speak out. It's good to have someone to help back you up if you fall or stumble.